Hey everybody, it's Scott O'Mato back for episode 8 of my Sim-U-Kraft Let's Play. Hope everybody's having a great day, guys. I'm having a great day, having tons of fun playing this pack. Okay, so between episodes, I just got me some cobble when I jumped up there. From the barrel, you can see I got quite a few resources that I got from the mine. This is what I got totally, but we are going to need some cobble in this episode. All right, so let me grab one more stack. We are going to make a glass house or a glass factory in this to get a sand. All right, that's one of the resources we're missing, so I need to take some coal over there as well. But I want to show you a couple of cool items that I've made from the Open Blocks mod. All right, so one is a hang glider, and you know, you've probably seen that if you played any of the modern packs or whatever, and it's basically two of these glider wings, which are made with leather and some sticks. And you know, we've got plenty of leather from the cow farm, and you can get two if you double them here in the iron upgraded workbench. All right, so we got that item. All right, in this pack you can fly with a deflight mod, and I'll demonstrate that, but you take fall damage. All right, it's unavoidable, and it depends on how high you've flown is how much fall damage you take, and it can kill you really easily. I'll show you about the mine. I went down there using flight, and it killed me. All right, even though I was real close to the ground. All right, but another cool item that I made is the cursor. All right, and that is just some white wool. It has to be white wool, and it's a really cool item. I'll demonstrate in a moment. But there's one thing I want to show you about this backpack here, and that is that you can generate recipes with it. It's really kind of interesting. So if you hit Control R when you have the backpack open, it gives you a recipe editor. All right, so I can go through and select items and put them in here and put what it crafts and hit save, and it'll save the recipe out. All right, so I've gone through and made wool conversion recipes, you know, because we got all this wool of different colors. We can't control the colors from the factory. All right, but you know, I wanted to have it where I could make white wool out of it. So basically, you know, if I just go into the regular crafting grid here, then I can put any color of wool in there. I had to add 16 recipes to do it to get white wool. All right. And, you know, this won't be in the pack download, maybe in a pack update or whatever it will be, but it's, you know, it's not in the current download, but it's real easy to do through that editor. All right. So that's one thing that I did. All right, and that allowed me to make the cursor, which I'll demonstrate here in a moment. It's a really cool little item if you've never seen it before. It's one of those lesser known items, but useful in this case as well. All right, so what the cursor does is it allows you to like remotely connect to a block. All right, so if I take a block like this chest over here, and I shift right click it, then I can remotely access that chest. I can open it from there may be a distance limitation. I'm not sure about that. And it doesn't seem to persist between like saves, like when you open and close. But I can also do it with a control panel. So if I click a control panel, then I can access that control panel remotely and see the employees and all that kind of stuff. Very, very cool item. Very useful in this circumstance. All right. So there's that. Let's look at the flight for a moment. Let me show you over here the mine. Because we're going to have to take a nap here in a moment. But I covered up the mine, and I left a stairway down, and I put a tower of lights in there to try to keep bats from spawning. Then I have a little tunnel down there that we may do some shaft mining with some of these guys down there. But I've just got a single layer of dirt, and I probably want to go in and add another now that I think about it, just so that we don't accidentally, and then this is from my pillar where I pillared over, so we don't accidentally just dig one block down here and die. I got to remember where this is, like if I have them build stuff and what have you. All right, but let's demonstrate the flight. Let me get my armor back on here. All right, so if you hit the F key by default, then you have creative flight, and that's all good, you know. But as I said, no matter how close to the ground you are, you take fall damage. All right, and it seems to be fall damage related to how high you were. So when I went down deep into that mine, just descended down, no matter how close to the ground I was, boom, it hurt. It killed me. All right, so that was unavoidable. But with this glider, you know, you can eliminate that. So I'm flying regular now. I can toggle off flight and then hit the glider, and then I'm gliding. Then I can go back to flying, turn off the glider. Now I'm flying, go near the ground, let go of the flight, hit the glider, and not take any fall damage. Okay, so the two in combination with each other work pretty well. The glider works essentially like a Elytra. It's a pretty cool item. All right, so that along with the cursor and all that are real cool stuff. Now let me go and put up this iron real quick, and we're going to go over to the desert area that I found, and we're going to make a glass factory. Okay, so I got more iron when I was digging out that shaft. Let's see if there's anything else. I got some saplings on me, which that's something else I want to mention quickly. All right, let's go over to the lumber mill here, the tree area. You can see he's still cutting. We'll need to replant some. He does not replant that often. He replants sometimes, see, but not very often. I don't know what the conditions are, but he doesn't replant that often. So you kind of need to come through here, pick up some of his saplings, and then replant. So he'll tell you in chat, you know, when he's got logs delivered, and if he has like a big number, like, you know, let's say 10, 12 logs or something, then you know he's got a pretty big tree, and so you can come and get the saplings from that. Now he can sometimes also get stuck in a tree. A tree can grow around him. I've seen that before, and he'll just sit there and say, ow, that hurts, ow, that hurts, ow, that hurts. Doesn't kill him, it doesn't appear, but I'm sure it doesn't feel good, and he'll let you know it doesn't feel that good. So that's probably enough, guys, for this. I'm not going to plant all that I have. But he keeps gathering logs. And about this marker here, I learned a little bit more about it, and I'm going to show you on my disk. All right, we were having trouble placing this marker, all right? But I learned that in your saves folder, in the buildings, under this, in your saves, under your world, Sim-U-Kraft folder, buildings, you can find your lumber mill, all right? And it's basically just a text file. It's got a SK2 extension, but it's basically a text file. It will show you, like, this is all the blocks in the building, but it has this entry in here that's called L marker, and that's like the lumber marker, that marker. And it's showing the location of where it is, all right? So you can troubleshoot by that, or possibly even manually enter one if you had a marker there. I don't know that I would do that, guys, but you could definitely check it to be sure that's working. And see, that's that location. You can see it in the map. So that's how it works. That's what it's entering, is that entry right there. So, you know, good to know. It's always good to know how stuff works if you can, because it'll help you to figure out issues and stuff if you can. All right, so let's head over to the desert. And for the desert, I'm going to show you another cool part of the flight mod, and that is a super fast sprint. Now this is not even near full speed. This is just what is handleable, like what you can handle, but it is a super fast sprint, and you know, you get a increased jump and all that too, and it doesn't use hunger, it appears. So I mean, you can really travel around quick, and you can toggle that on and off. There's also a full bright option. All this stuff's available under controls. So it's kind of a cheap mod, but it's cool. All right, but boom, we're at the desert. All right, so that gives you flight, sprint, and full bright. All right, now this is one thing I miss about the newer, or in the newer versions, is these dungeons. This is a dungeon that would appear in the desert that you could walk around. It's been like that pretty much since alpha, where you could, or since dungeons were added. Yeah, so since alpha. Where you could find dungeons in the desert like this by just locating them. See the collapsed sand. All right, so let's check this out and see what kind of dungeon it is. I don't think that used my hunger. I don't know for sure, but I don't think so. So let's see. Let's make a shovel is what we need. Okay, so let's put out a crafting table here so I can get that sand, and I'll just make a quick shovel. And then one thing too I want to mention just real quick is that in the search thing, guys, sometimes I'm totally blind. until I was editing video, I never saw this search field. Like, I just didn't see it. So I guess all the colors and stuff of the interface or whatever, and just these buttons, I didn't even notice this guy until I was editing. So this is a search. You can search. That's cool. Great. So video blindness, you know, you just sometimes miss things. And so I just figured that out when I was watching video. I was like, what is that black box? Oh, that is a search. Okay, so let's go ahead and check this out. See what we got, what kind of spawner it is. Spawner would be under here. Looks like a spider spawner, I think. Yeah, I think that's a spider spawner. So I should have vein miner assigned. Yeah. Chest, guys. Okay. Yeah, this, unless it's behind here. Oh, come on. Okay, so no chest. That's the thing. And just a little bit of moss stone. They very much cut down on the moss stone. Alright, well, that happens. So, not the end of the world, but it would have been nice to get a chest. So I'm going to go ahead and light this guy. And, you know, just to keep spawns. We won't be around here too much, but no use having spiders running around. So let's go ahead and just fly out of here and check out the desert. All right, because again, we're going to build a glass factory here, and we'll go and look at that spider dungeon here in a moment. But if you have watched my Thaumcraft 1 Let's Play, all right, in Minecraft 1.10.2, there was a mountain like this in there that I built my base in, and I stated then that, hey, I hadn't seen mountain generation like this in these versions, but yeah, it's in 1.6.4 too. So that's cool to see those mountains. So yeah, I don't think you see it in the modern versions, but whatever. So we got a jungle over here, so I'll explore that a little bit, I suppose. But in building this glass factory, you kind of want to be in the middle of a desert, and it's going to tear up the desert pretty bad. I don't know if this lava will matter. So we want to find like a more suitable location. See how big this thing is. Some plains over here. There's more lava right there. I don't know if it's a problem or not. I haven't built one of these before. Yeah, so here's plains. So if we did want to like build an offshoot of the city, obviously we wouldn't connect it directly because we wouldn't be traveling 600 meters. But we could build some stuff over here if we wanted. So why don't we try to pick a spot like right around here? Yeah, maybe just up here would be good. All right, remember to use your glider, and then you got no problems. Okay, you can pretty much do it just right off the top of the ground too. May take a little bit of practice to see how to do it. We got sheepies over there. So the butcher command obviously is not going to work out in this radius. It was just a loaded chunk. So why don't we try to build here? Let's just make a marker. Haven't got any cactus yet, so I'll grab that. Yeah, let's make a marker here, and let's just call this glass factory and enable it. And then hopefully I brought the constructor. I think I did. Yeah. All right, so we got a constructor. Let's go ahead and place that down. Say right. I'm not sure how big this building is. It'll tell us, of course. Let's go down one level just to be sure that it's not floating in anything weird. And put it right here.
Sim-U-Kraft building constructor activated.
All right, so let's get Willie over here. All right, I'm hearing glitching in my headphones on the audio, guys. I hope that's not a problem. I'm going to test that. If I hear it again, I'm going to check it out. All right, but I heard some glitching in my headphones right then. But let's choose a building. All right, it's industrial, I believe, glass factory. All right, and we just need 143 cobblestone. Well, let's tell him to build it, and then we'll get a chest, which we have, and the cobblestone. 128. That should do it right there. Okay, so interesting. He's building sandstone. He's going to quit for the night, I guess. Let's go ahead and sleep if we can and get him back. Yeah, we'll have to wait a moment till we can sleep. Let's see if there's anything interesting else out here. The swamp could be useful. I did find some slimes and a slime chunk down where I was mining. I guess he teleports back. I don't know, and I don't know if this will be chunk loaded. I don't really know. It would have to be though, because I mean, you're not going to have a desert necessarily right next to where you spawn.
I think with enough thrust, pigs could fly.
Okay. See what he's doing here. We'll hang out with old Willie. Quality time with Willie. Let him do his work. Not a very big swamp. Looks like it's just, God, the colors are so ugly. But yeah, this is, the only, maybe it goes back out there too, but it doesn't look very big. Now we need quite a few squid ink. If we're going to do roadblocks, let's look at that. Road block. And I may change this recipe because see, it's 8 ink sack for, and cobblestone for roads. So, I mean, how are we going to get that much ink? So I don't know about that. It makes sense in the recipe, of course. And then the traffic stuff mod doesn't have recipes. So we'll probably go through and add a recipe to that. But, I can't imagine. I mean, out here we could maybe have a squid farm. But, you got to be near the squid farm. So I may change that recipe to something we can, realistically make the blocks from. Obviously, I can get 8 times the amount. Oh, so he built like a sandstone floor first. Okay, I get it now. Yeah, I get it. So let's go ahead and just sprint around and see, let's check out the jungle a little bit. Let's just fly. The jungle was over here, I think. Here's our desert mark, so the jungle should be right over here. See if we could see maybe a jungle temple. See if I'm not sure, is there like cocoa beans in here growing on the trees in this one? I don't remember. I'm not sure. They were a dungeon item for a long, long time. It doesn't look like it. Let's not get too far away from him. I'm not sure how much that matters. But yeah, sheeps and pigs. Yeah, I don't think there were cocoa beans that grew on here. So that's a thing. Or, no. I don't think so. I don't think in this version there were. There were dungeon items. I mean, cocoa beans was one of the rarest items in the game for a long time. Now they're still fairly rare because, jungles are more rare. But not in the same way. So let's just get him going. Yeah, he's still cooking along. He's about done. And we're just so far out that we have to kind of babysit him. So just right off the ground, get that guy and you're good. Nice. That fall damage is brutal. So wonder who's going to be our glass factory person. Somebody's going to be off on their own. The loner of the group. Good job. Good job, Willie. All right, so I guess he'll come back. We should have had the person we were wanting to, just trying to level him up.
Hello.
He's still building, well, he's building skill 2, so he did level up 1. Let's get some torches in this place, guys. What do you think about that? Dark. Willie, do not go into the lava. I don't think it's that close, but, NPCs. So, we got a fern eye and some chests all backwards. I don't even know. That's facing to the side. So let's fix that. Aesthetics doesn't really matter, but might as well. All right. And I think, I don't know if they actually use this furnace, but they are cooking glass. They have chests. Okay. So, who is going to be the hermit? Grunter is going to be the hermit. Yeah. Grunter the Trekkie. There you go, Grunter. Perfect name for you, my friend. Alright, so he is digging sand. He's at work. Now, how does this work? Are we actually physically digging sand? Because in the picture it showed that you were. Willie's keeping him company. Let's grab some of these cactus to have them. And I haven't seen physical sand being moved. He's out there. So he may literally go out and dig sand. I hear it, but I don't see it yet. All right, well, let's just keep in mind, we know there's lava like right there. He surely won't go that far. He doesn't have any fuel. That's right, you don't. You need to put a step here. I guess that was a cave sound. Excuse me, guys. Here's some fuel. I'll go ahead and leave some coal here. So there's sand in the chest. Still don't see sand being physically moved. I'm going to get these cactus out of their way. For sure. Here, maybe? No. So I don't know. I don't know if he's actually truly moving sand. But yeah, we just need to watch for if there's lava around that could kill him. And then we'll just leave him to do his thing and fly back and check him. And check at night to see if Willie comes back with us. They should come home and sleep, I think, and then teleport back to their location. So that's cool. All right, we'll let that be. Let's run over to the... I kind of like running more than flying. Oh. But let's run over to the spider. Don't fall in the lava. Yeah. This is more fun, really, than flying. Let's see if I could super jump these areas. Nice. This is really fun. Okay, and again, this is not even near the speed. I had to dial it back a lot because it was crazy fast. Yeah, you're going to get fall damage. All right, so the spider dungeons should be over here. It's just a above ground deal right there. So, luckily, it was real easy to get to. The cave was already here. I dug out a little bit. But there's our guy. No, not that. There's our guys right here. And of course, there's a little light coming in here. But I already got some. Well, I didn't get the eyes out of the chest. I saw them. But I just wanted to show you what we got. Spiders will spawn. Not a problem. They can't get out. So I can sit here and farm spiders pretty easy. It's not very dark, so it's slow. But I did use that to get some string earlier. And I'll come out here and do that. I don't have any inventory. So I can get more XP as well. Let's just put this stuff in. So I did get a name tag. That's good. They're going to respawn again, I would say. But that's the little spider dungeon. So I'll come up here and farm for a little bit of XP. And, you know, that'll work for us. So, guys, pretty productive episode, quite a bit of fun. Again, use these tools. They're a little cheaty, but they're quite fun to use. Just be careful when you're running around, so you don't fall into big caves or something like that. But it is incredibly fun to do. But I've been sprinting regularly up to this point, you know, just for a sense of balance. Like when I put overpowered tools in, then I do my own balancing for them sometimes. So there we go. We ought to wait and see if Willie makes it back okay, and Gunter at night. They should. And then I'll need to go out and check and see if that's still active. Let's check it out. Should be able to tell. Show employees. Gunter is relaxing at home, so he should be back over here. We'll need to sleep here in a moment. Okay, let's see. Yeah, there's Gunter right there. See, so he teleports back and forth. Willie's should be around here somewhere. We can check him and see what he's doing. He may just want to hang out there with Gunter. He might be the true hermit. You know, we don't know. So let's check it. Let's see what they're doing. Willie's not hired to do anything, so he could just be chilling. We'll have to... We can call him back, of course, with anything. But let's see what Gunter's doing right now. Yeah, he's at work digging sand. Got 20, so he's fine. So I'm assuming that's chunk loaded, or it's just virtual kind of thing, doing some calculations, because I mean I didn't see any actual sand moving yet at this time. But anyway, there we go. We got to our next level of resources. Pretty cool, pretty fun, and some neat tools from Open Blocks. Open Blocks is a cool mod. So we're getting our money back up, $247. So we're in good shape, guys. Have a great day. We'll see you in the next episode. It's the Scotto motto. Leave a like. Let me know what you think. Have a great day. Bye.
Block.
Block, 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 block.